Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you Ms. Morehouse?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes,
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Morehouse, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I'm sure.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
you're holding right there.
It's the document that tells you what you're charged with.
Yes, ma'am, I did review it, but I did have a quick, and
Yes.
then I talked to. They did not find that on my person in front of the video, and that's what I explained to him.
All right, so let me explain something to you. Number one, if you want a jury trial, I will give you your jury trial. Number two, what ends up happening when you enter a plea, the state usually doesn't present any witnesses. They just present police reports. I will review the police report. And then what I can tell you, if from reviewing the police report, if it doesn't establish your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, then I'm going to find you not guilty. I'm going to find that the state can prove its case. However, sometimes people don't understand with possessions of drugs and when you're being accused of possession, hypothetically, because I don't know anything about your case yet because I haven't read anything. But if you're in a vehicle, I'm just telling you hypothetically, if you're in a vehicle, it's you and it's three other people and there are drugs in the vehicle, everybody can be charged with possession of the drugs. What it will depend on is it within your reach? Because it's just all about care, custody, and control. If you're riding on a bicycle and the police pull you over and there's something in a backpack on a bicycle and you were riding that bicycle, you're in possession. Now, if you're saying, I didn't know these drugs were in this backpack, this is not my backpack, that's something for a jury trial. You understand? So if you want a trial, I will give you a trial. If you do not want a trial, then we'll continue with the plea. I'm going to read everything. I'm going to explain to you your rights, and then I'll make a decision on whether or not the state has presented sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's $1,000 fine that's to be probated. So what that means is if you successfully complete your probation, you don't have to pay the $1,000. If you are unsuccessful in the completion of your probation, you may have to pay the $1,000. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Morehouse, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, but I did.
Just wait, you can just listen to what the judge says.
All right. Again, do you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that today the state is presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court would defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Do you wish to proceed with sentencing? Or are you asking for a PSI?
We can proceed.
All right, so first things first. 1, I reviewed everything. The evidence is sufficient. So the state has proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt, according to the stipulations. Now, with regards to her criminal history, the state has recited her criminal history. Is that the correct criminal history?
I was not representing her on those matters. I've discussed some issues about her past. I don't know if she understood at the time what was going on.
For what, the cases that her criminal history?
Yes. And I'm not sure of her mental status at those times.
Mhm.
As far as today is concerned, she understands what's going on. And she would like to talk to the court about her history and why she why she's asking for.
Sure.
I just heard the state say something about theft. I don't have any thefts on my background, and I haven't been in the state of Texas. I've been back to state of Texas for 7 months.
Where were you before?
I was in state North Carolina. I had a
I'm sorry, where?
I was in state North Carolina for the
Oh,
last
excuse me, everyone, please whisper.
for the last 11 years up until this year. up into the state of North Carolina with the job. So
No,
I
no,
don't know
no. Here's the thing.
where they come and see something like that.
So were you in Bexar County on April 23rd, 2026? Because that's the date of this offense.
But it was a trespass, no trespass.
No. It was not. Let me just tell you what the facts of this case are. You were in a park. The police received calls that somebody had a lighter trying to light things in the park. That was you.
Just listen.
And then they brought you over to search you. They had a female officer to do that because they need female officers to search females. They saw you drop baggie on the ground. That's where the possession comes in.
That's what's in the report.
So that's what's in the police report. So let's start here. Why were you in the park with a lighter attempting to light the grass?
It was not, I had a cigarette in my hand. It was the cigarette that I had in my hand. When the officer got there, I had no cigarette in my hand. I had just a lighter in my hand.
Mhm.
And the female officer searched me.
Well, no, let me just tell you, the police received a phone call, and the call stated that you were attempting to light a flame in the open field using a lighter. And it's April, so I'm assuming Texas, San Antonio, it's dry. You can start a major fire. So what were you doing in a field at that time?
I was walking on the sidewalk I wasn't even in the park. I was on the sidewalk, and I sat down on the sidewalk on the curb, and I sat there and I had a cigarette in my hand.
No, that's not what this says. They say you were in the field.
Well, we looked at the video and you were not.
I was not in the field at the park. I was on the sidewalk. That's
Oh, is there a video?
Yes, and we've looked at it. You were not on the sidewalk.
I was on the sidewalk.
When they approached you.
Yes, I was. I was on the sidewalk.
After you left
I
the
was on the sidewalk.
you were back in the middle of it.
I promise to God, I was on the sidewalk.
Oh, you know what? If you want me to view the video, I'll view the video.
I was on the sidewalk when
All right.
they went, the officer.
State. Sure. Defense. The state is going to be offering the video into evidence as state exhibit number 1. Any objection?
They've tendered it to me. I just.
I'm sorry, Mr. Prater,
Yes, sir.
because the stipulations are state exhibit 1 and attachments, do you want to make that state exhibit A?
That's perfectly fine.
All right, so the state is going to offer state exhibit A into evidence. Any objection?
No.
And I will review it. Let's play it. All right, so Ms. Morehouse, from watching the video, you're not on the sidewalk, you're in the park. You're not supposed to be in there. And the problem is during these months, lighting fires on grass that cause a whole host of problems. You can't do that. So I'm telling you what the stipulated evidence is. I'm telling you what I viewed in the video. If you want to withdraw your plea, you're more than welcome to withdraw your plea. We'll send you back over to the Bexar County Jail, have you dressed, and we can start a jury trial today. Do you understand? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how often have you been using before you were taken into custody?
I haven't been using
All right. So this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to grant your application. If you end up testing positive, that's a violation of your probation and a warrant is going to be issued for your arrest. Do you understand? So I go back to my question. How often before you were placed in custody were you using drugs?
You gotta speak out.
I wasn't using.
All right. Do you have any children?
They're adults.
Do you have any grandchildren?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
4 and 5.
And do they live in San Antonio?
They don't.
When's the last time you had employment?
3 months ago.
Doing what?
TJ Maxx warehouse.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to $1,000 fine that will be probated. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Excuse me, no hugging up in the courtroom. Save that for outside on your own time. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Random UAs. Monthly. proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits 1 time per month for 4 months, TAP evaluation out of custody, 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order the MR. You can do a MIC evaluation, and that can be done out of custody. And the 100 hours of community service restitution, I'm going to order the MRT. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. The court will sentence you to 3 years in prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. And there is to be no residing in households with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors, and there's to be no contact with, and that is at 2937 Fair Meadows, San Antonio. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of, she hasn't signed this.
What you do?
No, she signed in my spot. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.